Greetings, incoming Rutgers students and parents of incoming Rutgers students. My name is Christopher Iannini. I'm a professor of American literature at the Rutgers English department and a fiction writer. I'm also the director of undergraduate studies in the English department. I'm very sorry that we can't meet face-to-face this spring. It's always one of my favorite things to do, to meet the incoming students and families. And I hope and look forward to meeting you all face-to-face at some point in the coming semester. I'm just going to say a few words about the English department by way of welcome. I really do think we are a fantastic department. I hope that doesn't sound boastful of me as a member of the department. Every year, the U.S. News and World Report puts out a ranking of English departments in the United States, and we're always in the top 15 or 20. When you look at the universities that rank near us or just above us in the rankings, they're schools that are known as the public Ivies, like University of Virginia, UCLA, Rutgers, and much wealthier and more expensive private universities, the real Ivies. So, the English department is a place where, like Rutgers in general, you can really get the best education in the world for a fraction of the cost that you pay at private universities. What this means for you as an undergraduate is that we have internationally acclaimed, internationally recognized scholars in just about every field that exists within the discipline of English literary studies. So no matter what you are interested in or get interested in as an English major, you can study with, write an honors thesis with, have a mentoring relationship with an internationally known scholar in your field, whether you're interested in the classics, Shakespeare and Chaucer, whether you're interested in Austen and the 19th century novel, African-American literature, or new more cutting-edge fields like environmental humanities, which I work in, or narrative medicine, which my colleague, Professor Andrew works in. You can find a mentor, a professor to work with. Our classes on the literature side of the English department are normally small, 25 students, about that ballpark, and they're discussion-based. So they're classes where every week you read a book and talk about it with your professor and your peers. And that's, I think, one of the strengths of the department is that that sort of interactive, collaborative nature of the inquiry that we perform in English classrooms. I want to say a word about the creative writing side, because I know many of you are budding young writers and interested in that, as I was as an undergraduate. We are based right between Philadelphia and New York, two publishing centers of the United States, and there are lots of very well-known, very well-established writers that come to us from those places to teach our creative writing courses. So again, it's a place where you can get some real mentoring, whether you're a fiction writer, a poet, an essayist, what have you. You can take one of our small workshops. There are 20, 22 students, and they're classes where every week a few students submit some original creative work that they've done under the guidance of the instructor, and then you critique it as a group to learn about how to revise and better craft your composition. Don't take my word for it that we're a fantastic department. Enroll in one of our courses next semester. I'm just going to suggest a few. If you have passed out of expository writing, either with a transfer course or with a 4 or 5 on the AP exam, then you can take our gateway course for the English major, which is Introduction to Literary Studies. The number in the catalog is 359:201. If you have not taken expos yet, then I would recommend that you take one of these two courses: Introduction to 20th Century Literature, which is taught by Professor Andrew Goldstone. The number for that is 358:214. or Black Literature with Professor Carter Mathis. That is 358:218. If you're interested in creative writing and want to see how that works at Rutgers, then take Introduction to Creative Writing, 351:211. That's a course, that's a multi-genre course where you'll get experience writing and critiquing and revising fiction, poetry, and nonfiction. So the last thing I'll say is if you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My email is ciannini.rutgers.edu. Again, I'm Professor Chris Iannini. Send me an email, and I'm sure we can make a time to talk by phone or video conference or something like that. I'm literally home all the time now, so it shouldn't be hard for us to find a time to meet. And hopefully, even if I get emails from a few of you at the same time, we can work out a small group video conference so that you can get a little bit of the experience that we normally have at these APA and STAR days. I'll just leave it at that and say best of luck with everything this summer and with your transition into Rutgers, and I'll look forward to meeting you in some form in the fall.